Here it is, the match y'all been waiting for, and we just had to get right into it. Too much happens, and there's just not enough time in the world for this person getting blown back. I'm sorry, but you did it to yourself. Alright, so Slayer Hoffman leads off Big Punisher right off the bat, goes against the Thunder Rosu. No fucks given about the potential Focus Blast. He just wants to eliminate the threat immediately, so he sends out the Stone Edge on the stay-in for the U-turn. His Stone Edge never misses, and judging off the damage, that's a defensive Sylveon. So, pretty decent switch for Pro Contraceptive as he goes back out into his old man Jamvad for the Rachi, probably going for the easy Earthquake, but like a deer in open field, he caught something downwind and switches out for no reason. Maybe he sensed the winds of getting blown back. Let's continue. Okay, Slayer Hoffman goes for the U-turn, and you know why? Do you know why? Because he's a God Slayer. Kratos over here took a trip to Delphi, spoke to the Oracle, and knows the future for the whole game. So he clicks that easy U-turn, goes into his counter Raduken and sets up the easiest calm mind of his life as Not So Relaxes goes into his check Harry Elefante. But then this is where part 4 of the Oracle's prediction comes through. Sets up the easiest calm mind of his life, and look at this right here.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? You know, for a second there? Yeah, I kind of did.
You can't let that happen to you, alright? This is just not fair. This animal, this monster, this beast, this is what parents warn their children about at night because they love them and they don't want them to get blown back. Oh, Lodi, he knows the future. This is Maximilian Pegasus. This is Bran Stark. He is connected with his mods. You can't let this happen to you. Alright, so he goes for the clean 2-hit KO with what is clearly HP Grass because he doesn't care about Thunder Rosu. And Pro's thinking, uh-oh, with his Raikou. The Magna Rise got him all shook, and it got a rise out of him, if you know what I'm saying. So Protaxis goes into his Metagross, trying to harness the power of the tamer of the Hedge God in his Pokemon with his nickname, but it's just not enough to stop him from getting blown back. The defensive Rachi comes out with the Rocky Helmet, doing so much clean damage, right? And then he's just going to go ahead and U-turn into his ground resist with the Batman Prodigy Nightwing, gaining even more momentum. What is this Earthquake? Yum, eating it up. And that nickname is not going to help procrastinate. He is getting flashbacks, and he doesn't want to be next. So Prolongations goes back into his genie, and the Gone Amongst Men just dances on his face, showing his steez. Prohibitions reveals the Z move as Decidueye gets sucked into a non-reality. You think you've seen the last of old Nightwing, but what you thought was a black hole was actually a wormhole, and this mon comes back from the future to deliver a clean 84%. Then Processions taunts because he's feeling like a pro. It's in his name. This is what he does. He knows about the Sucker Punch. Then he goes ahead, finishes off the Decidueye. Goodbye. Alright. So now he's going to send Big Punisher coming out again, does not care about the Focus Blast once more, brings the fight into the sky towards Thunder Rosu, but that boy dip sets and out comes the menace. Bakamaku! What it do, but more importantly, what does it do? Nothing. And Godslayer Kratos decides, let me get this free ass rocks. What is a water move when I'm drowning in yo sweat? Now the Oracle's 8th vision comes through and our protagonist Kratos ain't having none of this, so he switches into his Rachi, going for the hard counter. What's up, Buena Fortuna, my dude? Alright, so he's gonna eat this foot to the face. Rachi eating it up. The foot fetish here, he don't care. Then he decides to go for the psychic because he's so far in the future, he's worrying about Skynet and not this game. Alright, he's gonna go ahead, get the hacks because he just manipulates reality like that. He goes for the easy 2-hit KO, especially after the foreseen Spadef drop. But old man Jam says, I ain't no bitch, I ain't leaving without this message. Remember this 3%. And down goes old man Jab, call life alert. Alright. Bring that ass here, boy. This is Godslayer. He's taking out Zeus. He's taking out Odin. What are mortals to him? So using that Oracle knowledge, he goes for the easiest protect of his life. And low punny, lo and behold, misses, hits the trainer, the Godslayer, and takes 50% damage from just being near the Anointed One. Then Rachi goes, I missed them feats, let me get a taste. Bop, down goes the bunny. Rachi is just wishing for more. He's like, I missed those feats. Alright, no need to overpredict here when you know the future. So as Progenitor goes into his Sylveon and attacks, Rachi goes and protects, get his souls back. Yum. Now they're going to go ahead and both trade off wishes here because the clock hit 11:11, and as Buena Fortuna stays in, Prokaryote decides to switch into his Roided Beyblade, hoping to change the tide. Slayer U-turns into his Big Punisher after getting off the extra Psychic, right? They both heal to full, yum yum, but this is where the advantage comes. U-turn back into Big Punisher, like I said, using the 23rd vision of the Oracle, and absorbs this incoming Thunder Punch. And Punisher now has a taste for Beyblade now, and he's out for Bud. He's out for blood and bud. He just gets high like that. I'm sorry, I don't know him. So Prologue is shook now. It's like Slayer's in his head, and that's just because he doesn't know about Slayer's trip to Delphi. So Punisher goes for the superpower once more, flexing his muscles, but Pikachu eats it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, just to assert dominance, to let him know that he is Pegasus, he's the one, the only one, the one that fears no one, he taunts, giving zero shits about a water move, as Chocomacu tries to recover. Then you see the Stone Edge miss, but Pig Pun never misses, so you think he's sandbagging. Nope, he knew the counter was coming and chose to miss. Good God. Prophylaxis is getting blown back about 40 feet at this point. His mom can't even hear him, so he trades it for a new one. At this point, Punisher is actually just sandbagging. You see that Stone Edge miss. He's saying, please, it's a free shot, just go for it. Goes for the superpower to help his opponent hurt him, but again, Metagross can't hear his trainer, so he mistakes what should have been a hammer arm for a Zen headbutt. Understandable when your trainer's 40 feet back. Superpowers once more, begging his opponent at this point just to hit him. He even taunts him afterward to say, please, just spit on me, a little bit, something, but Madoka's too busy wishing for a way out of this battle. Kratos is done with the mercy, goes into Buena Fortuna once more, eats up the Moonblast like it's a new kind of Lucky Charms marshmallow. U-turns out into Raikkonen, comes out for another Moonblast saying, I heard about these yummy Lucky Charms. Knowing the future, fearing no Spatak drops, then he's gonna go ahead, T-bolt the Sylveon to end its misery. And that's gonna be one more soul for the collecting. This is the soul collector. This Mon is a monster. This is a beast. He takes after his master. Okay, so the Roided Beyblade comes back out. He's gonna go ahead, T-bolt that one. It just needs more roids because it is just not enough, right? No damage, 61%. Trash. He needs to be training in the mountains. Takes another T-bolt just to get rid of him. And down goes Beyblade. Toppled over, lost the tournament. There it is. Alright, here comes the useless cucumber. He's just gonna T-bolt, get rid of that. Sorry, just choke. Not like anyone else we're watching here. Nice and disrespectful. Genie comes out, painfully dies a rock as it screams out in fear because it got sucked into the abyss that is Raikunen's eyes. And that's the whole game. But the Godslayer already knew this 4 months ago in his trip to the Oracle. He just wanted to collect some more souls for lunchtime. You want to know how to prep for a battle? You better start making some plans to Greece. And don't let this happen to you. Good God, how to get blown back.